Using and editing materials. We have 9 cubes here that could use some texture and color. To get started, locate Material Fill, the paint bucket icon on the toolbar, and click it twice. Think of the library section as a paint store. From time to time, new materials could be added from the developers. Once we've done some shopping and chosen a material, select it and checkmark Apply as Copy. Apply the new copy to a simple shape, then right-click the simple shape and select Edit Material. Let's rename this material. For this example, I'll name it My Custom Paint 1 and change the color to blue. We can find all material copies and the one we just created in the My Material section. If we end up with a lot of materials, this window won't show them all. We can use keywords like brick or what we name them to bring them all up. Before we paint the other 2 cubes in this column with this paint, we need to uncheck Apply as Copy, because we want to reuse this paint for the other 2 cubes. Once applied, any changes we make to this material will automatically be applied to the other shapes we painted it with. This is why we don't want to use the materials in the library. We shop there and make copies. We can also make copies from our copies that will all work independently. Not applying as a copy is just you using it. Customizing materials. Here's a brief overview of the Edit Material window. Right-click on any shape and select Edit Materials. At the top we see the name of the material, and to the right of that, in the corner, you may or may not see an Advanced Options button. Clicking it will reveal the advanced options on the right-hand side. The editing categories are collapsible. If you don't see all of your options right away, click on the little triangles. Hovering our mouse over names of the options will provide a brief overview. We can change the shader to be lit and affected by light, or unlit and not affected by light. You can turn it into glass as well as particle, which is something that may become more useful later. Workflow mode handles how the material handles reflections. Typically, it's on metallic, which gives us the option to adjust the metallic strength. Specular, however, is managed by the specular map supporting texture. Opacity mode helps us control how visible the object is. All of the materials that we get from the library are generally packed with supporting textures and specific settings. For example, the first time we ever apply bricks into our world, 3 brick supporting materials are added to our Spaces assets. To the right of the word texture, click on the round radial button. Now click on the Assets tab. This is where all the supporting textures are found. If we scroll down, we'll find many more radial buttons where we can select or change supporting textures. For example, I might paint this cube with water, but then change the supporting texture to a wall texture and mix and match them. If you like customizing paints and creating them from scratch, then you'll want to make sure you add all the supporting textures to your world when you start a space. To do this, just place a cube down and apply every single material as a copy to it. When you're done, you can delete the cube and find all the supporting textures have been added to your assets. Next on the menu is Face Calling mode. 3 options are available here: 0, 1, and 2. Changing it to 0 will make the inner and outer wall of the shape visible. If we change it to 1, we'll see the inner wall. Changing it to 2 will show the outer wall. For a ground plane, since it's flat, 0 shows both sides. 1 will show the back side and 2 will show the front. Clicking on the color box will pop up the color picker display, where we choose a color and shade. This 6-digit number is the color code, great for copying this specific color to other material and shapes. Some sliders are also about to adjust the strength and supporting textures and reflectivity. Emission strength adds a glowing effect to the material, especially when you have bloom turned on, which can be found in the space properties. Click on More at the bottom. Down here we see the more advanced settings. The main thing we'll use here is the UV offset and scale. Sometimes we might need to scale the material to match the scale of our object, or maybe not. Maybe we might want 50 slats of wood, or only 5. Maybe we want 100 bricks, or only just a few. This is where the tiling section comes in handy. The offset section sometimes comes in handy if you want to move the texture left to right. Try using decimals here to get started. And last but not least, we have all these great drop downs on the right. In these menus, you will see things like pulse, which basically is a rubber band effect for an object or setting, bouncing back and forth between two locations or values, approach, which moves a value in one direction, giving the option of how long it gets there. Interpolar moves a value in one direction immediately without delay. Channel is the most used by far since it can break down all the parameters into their own section. For example, if I select channel next to color, we'll see a breakdown for red, green, and blue values that also now have their own drop-down menus. If you found this content useful and would like to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe to this channel. See you next time.